Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today, this is what I am going to say, but please stop asking Zachary Levi to come back as Shazam. He won't. You know why? Because he had bad-mouthed Zack Snyder. Why will you hire the actor who bad-mouthed Zack Snyder to play Shazam in Zack Snyder's universe, when in reality, he did not care about Zack's issue. He decided to go against Zack and, of course, the people that know and love him. And, of course, you're gonna think that it's okay for him to badmouth Zack Snyder, despite the fact he's gonna be his universe, play his Shazam. It doesn't make any sense. And Zack Snyder, I bet he will say no to Zachary Levi play his Shazam, because he's not gonna do that. He ain't gonna do that, because guess what? Zachary Levi had bad mouth Zack Snyder, and that is why you will never ever see him as Shazam ever again. Plus, he said that he was done with the role after he decided to say that he did not know if he's gonna come back as Shazam or not. Honestly, he's not gonna come back as Shazam like a year away, because he had bad-mouthed Zack Snyder, he had bad-mouthed the fans, and I think it's time for you all to stop talking about him returning to the role. Here's the thing, stop bad-mouthing Ezra Miller, stop bad-mouthing Amber Heard. Jason Momoa, just look at the Lethal Geeks, what they said about Jason Momoa, and just leave him alone. For any of the characters that has started without Zack's version of of his DC universe, recast them with the Rebel Moon actors. Seriously, with the whole Shazam family, you could recast them. To be honest, this is gonna be just for Shazam. But my perfect recast for Shazam is Hugh Jackman. I don't care how old he is. To me, he looked like the character. I think he could do the character pretty well. And plus, also, guess what? He was friends with Ryan Reynolds. Guess who's Ryan Reynolds friends with? Zack Snyder. That's who I would pick. So please, stop asking for Zachary Levi to come back as Shazam. Pick Hugh Jackman instead. Recast him. Replace him. Zachary Levi with Hugh Jackman as Shazam. Because Hugh Jackman, he will do Shazam 10 times better than Zachary Levi. Alright? I got tired of you asking for Zachary Levi after he badmouthed. This is like saying, oh, let's go ahead and rehire James Gunn after he badmouthed the Snyderverse. Would that work? No! So please, stop hiring actors, actresses, and directors that have bad-mouthed Zack Snyder's version of DC to be in his DC universe. It doesn't work like that. You need to think in a business mind standpoint. This is what I think, and all that, but I think what Zack's version of DC is. I don't think of what your version of Zack's DC of what that is, because that's not how Zack Snyder thinks. Zack Snyder doesn't think like you all think. He thinks differently. I think like Zack Snyder. And here's the thing. I already picked Hugh Jackman as my choice for someone who could play Shazam or Captain Marvel, whoever his name was, for Man of Steel 2, and of course the rest of the Snyderverse. Here is what I am going to say for UWB. No Snyderverse, no money, well, it's close. And speaking of which, this is also the reason why, I will never ever hire the people who have bad-mouthed the Bayverse. Because if they bad-mouth the Bayverse and they still want to work with Bay, I'm like, no, you need to get out of here. So that's why, with the Bayverse, I rather work with Michael Bay. And I wanted to know And I wanted to give him his version of the Bayformers, not anyone else's interpretation. Sorry there. Of the Bayfors, just his own version. All right. For you, Paramount, no Bayfors, no money, West Coast. That is all I'm gonna say. Bye.